Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie, and this is your reading for the week of July 5th through the 11th. I start every reading with an archetype card from the Wild Unknown archetype deck. I will read the description from the book, and that will give us an overtone for the rest of the reading and the week ahead for you. This is something that you might choose to meditate on throughout the week, or just while you are hearing what I have to say from the cards, okay? So, the fault line. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. It's the energy of walking on eggshells, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. It's likely this cracking open is overdue, as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. When light, this card means redefining reality and breaking open. And when dark, this card means precariousness, pretending, and delusion. Okay, so that one's actually pretty straightforward. Aquarius. Did I say this is for Aquarius? This is for Aquarius. Okay. So, if there is any kind of situation that is coming about and you can see it, then you need to acknowledge that. You need to take the appropriate precautions to protect yourself and to survive it so that you just don't fall right down into that hole. Okay? I think, and something else about this, the fault line, okay? It's totally natural. It's totally natural and out of anybody's control. This is like deep within the earth itself. As the card stated, it is foundational. So this goes really deep for you, Aquarius. This is a major perspective shift that you probably need to make to get through this as safe and unscathed as possible. We'll go ahead and we'll pull some tarot cards to get a little more insight on that, because that does sound kind of ominous, kind of intimidating. But it doesn't necessarily have to be negative. I'll stop talking now until we have more cards on the table. Perfect. So we have the Seven of Cups, or Seven of Elixirs. Now this actually goes very well with the fault line, right? Because it has to do with choices. But it also has to do a little bit with our delusions, the lies we tell ourselves, what we choose to believe, what world we choose to live in. Do we choose to live in reality? Or do we choose to live in a fantasy that we've built around ourselves? Okay? It is always a choice. Oh, and forgive me. This card signifies you, by the way. You need to make a choice. Okay? You need to decide, red pill, blue pill. Next card I'll draw is going to be your environment, the energies around you right now, or literally like stuff going on in your personal environment. This is stuff that's going to affect you personally because it's around you and it's, it's touching you, so to speak. It's in your bubble. Aquarius, can we get environment for Aquarius, please? Environment. Yes, it says. Alright, so first we have, it gave me 3. Alright. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so, Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Butterfingers over here. Anyway, Ten of Blades, also known as the Ten of Swords. You're done. You can't do this anymore. This is the end of something. This is like, you're just beaten down completely by whatever this issue is, that you have to let it go and move on, okay? Following that, we have the Page of Wands. So some kind of message or some kind of inspiration may strike you this week that is going to pull you away and pull you out of this Ten of Swords energy into something new. Okay, because Ten of Swords is when you've learned a hard lesson. Usually it's not a good thing, or at least it is a good thing, but it's not a good feeling. It's not easy. You've put a lot of energy and thought and time and care into something, and it just didn't work out. And in fact, it destroyed you. It wore you down, damn near killed you. Okay, so you have to. This is the either the reality, okay, that you may be trying to avoid, or this is the effect of living in a delusion and not facing your reality. Okay. The last card that we got in that group, which right now we are talking about your environment. And I see this Page of Rods as like a way out, right? You've hit this Ten of Swords point, and now there's a way to move on from that, okay? Then we have the Sun. The Sun came out with that as well. And the Sun is illumination and happiness and all good things. It is considered the happiest card of the tarot, right? So don't let this reading depress you in any way. You have an opportunity right now to choose happiness, to choose life, to choose light. Okay? Light over darkness. Next card I'm going to pull is your situation. The card describing your situation. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So what's happening right now is you are totally at the mercy of the universe and divine timing and all that goodness. You're not in control here right now. You are riding in a flow of energy that is just shooting through our world right now. Honestly, this is going on for a lot of people. This could also have to do with like cosmic energies or like astrology or something, where the planets are, retrogrades and whatnot. But whatever it is, you are just going with the flow. You are hanging on for the ride, and you need to make healthy decisions and choose reality every time that you do have a choice. Choose reality. Because even if your reality sucks sometimes, as long as you acknowledge it and you recognize it, then you can fix it. You can change it. You can save it. Whatever it is. Okay? As long as you have your eyes open and are choosing truth over comfort. Because it's not even happiness. It's just momentary comfort. And the comfort doesn't last very long either. Okay? And then you have to amend your delusion, or you have to make a different delusion in order to keep yourself in that comfy spot. So it's definitely much better to just accept things as they really are and take action. Take affirmative action towards making your life better and living a life that is honest and true for yourself and, in alignment with the others around you as well. Okay, the next card we're going to pull is going to be something that you can do or something that you should do, okay, to make your situation, to move forward in the situation in a positive way. What is something that Aquarius needs to do? Aquarius. Okay, so you can't see it yet because I threw it on the floor. We have the Hanged Man. So what do you need to do? You need to let go. Let go of something. Right? Let go of your delusion. Let go of your need for control. Okay? Because I think that when people live in a reality that they've created for themselves, it's because they can control it. Alright? You gotta let go of that. You cannot always be in control. But you can be strong. And you can love yourself and the world unconditionally. And you can make it through whatever the universe throws at you. Okay? Because there's always a purpose. Even when things seem random. I personally am of the belief that, the things that we go through in this life we agreed to before. To help us learn and grow. And you have to just realize that when painful situations come along, that there is something that you can take from that. You can grow from it instead of running from it, hiding from it, avoiding it, pretending it's not there. Next card is going to be something that you can let go, which I mean pretty much is what we just talked about, but maybe there's something else that the cards can offer. Yes, absolutely. What you can let go is the Three of Blades or the Three of Swords. Pain, betrayal of some kind. It can be like a grief or loss, but usually that's more Five of Cups energy. This is some kind of truth, something that you learned or something that happened that just totally destroyed you. Okay, it took your happy little image of life. It burst your bubble hardcore, and it left a lasting effect on you. And this pain, this event, whatever happened, was bad enough that you totally disconnected from life and reality as it is. And that's when you decided to live in this delusion, right? Fake it till you make it. Works sometimes, but not usually. You have to let go of that pain, whatever it was. If it was something that happened inside of a relationship, or potentially just something you learned about somebody that you really respect and care about that kind of ruined how you saw them, okay? This is just something that you have to recognize, learn from, and release. Let it go. So the next card I'm going to pull, this is going to be the best possible outcome. If you can implement these things, if you can let go of your need for control, if you can let go of your fear of an uncertain reality, and if you can let go of hurts from the past that you allow to control you in the present, then whatever I draw here, this is going to be available to you in the future. This is the best possible outcome for Aquarius, please. Best possible. Oh, there it is. We have the Knight of Rods, or the Knight of Wands. And I see this as being energy to manifest something that you really want. Okay? So what you're getting in exchange for letting go of all this crap is pure raw creative energy. Willpower. Okay? It's going to open up a lot of doors for you. And even then, with that Knight of Wands, he doesn't care if a door is open. He'll open it. He'll just bust in there. And he'll do what he wants to do. He'll do what he needs to do. He'll fight for what it is that he desires, what it is that he, his inspiration, right? So when you let go of all this, it's going to free you up. It's going to lighten your load, and you're going to be able to charge straight into your goals and your whatever drives you, okay? So next cards I'm going to pull are some oracle cards. I'm going to start out with the Flowers from the Dead oracle cards, and these can describe energies that are at play right now in your situation. We have the Horse, okay? Travel and stamina. So perhaps this Knight of Wands energy, this is going to lead you to travel. Or it's going to make you stronger, right? It's going to give you that energy and that drive to charge forward no matter what. No matter what happens, no matter how scary or shaky, the reality becomes. Go back to that fault line. Like, you have to add extra support into your foundation. Your emotional foundation, your mental foundation, spiritual even, and it all starts with unconditional love for yourself, for humanity, for the planet. Everything is built on top of that. So if you have this unconditional love for yourself and the universe and everything, then it helps to eliminate fear. Fear is where you get stuck. Okay, fear is why you live in delusion. Fear is why you hide from your reality. And you're much stronger than you think you are. You definitely are selling yourself short here. Okay, the horse is travel and stamina on this card, but you know what else it is? Freedom. In almost every other context, the horse symbolizes freedom. So, keep that in mind, okay? Free yourself. You don't even know how good it'll feel until you make that decision and you cross that threshold and you take a leap. What else do we have for Aquarius? Okay, I have the spider. Jealousy or grudge. So this may be energy coming from somebody else that's affecting you right now. And this could also be you, okay? Especially with this Three of Swords over here. Maybe you're holding on to that. You're holding a grudge against somebody. Or perhaps you're holding a grudge against yourself. Maybe your anger is born of jealousy. Now, this is very unlikely. Sorry, turn off my phone. But in some specific cases, this Three of Blades here could potentially be like maybe you were cheated on by somebody or just betrayed in some way. And you felt like they chose somebody over you because you lacked in some way, which is not true. I don't know your situation, but I can tell you right now that if it is a love situation, if you were cheated on, cheaters cheat, and it truly, at the end of the day, has nothing to do with you whatsoever. They could have just left you, right? They could have been honest and upfront, but they didn't. They decided to try to take what they want and keep what they already had, and it hurt you and destroyed you in the process, and it imprisoned you in your own pain that you've had so much trouble trying to get out of that, it's become your whole world. So, this jealousy, right? Perhaps you're jealous of what you think someone else has that you don't, and that's not true. You do have it. You have it all. Especially as an Aquarius. Y'all are powerhouses of the of the air signs, in my opinion. You have so much potential. You have power. Okay? You're very powerful. And I'm taking that back all the way to this Knight of Wands here, and then the horse. Horsepower. The horse is a very powerful creature with the stamina and all that. So, have a little faith in yourself. You can do this. Let go of that jealousy. Let go of that grudge. Okay? And if there's somebody else who's jealous of you or has a grudge against you and that is holding you back in some way, just cut them loose. Let them go. Okay? They can't serve you in that energy. But I do feel like this is internal for you. I think that you have some feelings of jealousy, just like everybody else. We all go through this, where you feel like perhaps somebody chose someone else over you because of something that you didn't have, and that's not what it was. And you need to separate yourself from the emotions, step outside of it, big picture it, and see the situation for what it really is, which is just, people making bad decisions. People hurting each other. What else can I get for Aquarius, please? Aquarius. One more for Aquarius, please. Alright, this one's been coming out quite a bit. We have the Deer. Gentle and kindness. Treat yourself gently with kindness in this process. And also approach others from that same energy. Unconditional love and compassion. That's where it's at. Empathy. And maybe you are an extremely empathetic person, and that is why you have shut yourself out from reality, because it's hard being an empath. It's hard feeling your own pain and then everyone else's pain too. And there's pain everywhere you look, pain and suffering in every corner of the world, in the day and in the night. And everywhere you look, you're going to find suffering, and it will affect you. And it's how you deal with that that's going to determine, the outcome of your situation and your decisions. It's a lot of letting go here. Letting go and forgiving. And I think that forgiveness is for yourself. You need to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you hold against yourself. Alright, the next card I'm going to pull from the Shamanic Medicine deck. And this can be spiritual guidance or like ancient wisdom. Something like that. I really don't know how to describe this deck entirely, but it's beautiful, and I love it. So we're using it. What do we have for Aquarius, please? Aquarius. There we go. We have the Stone People. Okay? Knowing. And I think, too, of ancient wisdom, right? Because the idea is that the Stone People have been there for millennia. I mean, millions, if not billions of years. However old the Earth is, some of them rocks have been there. And they've seen everything come and go. They've seen the world change a million times. They've seen catastrophe. They've seen periods of growth and flourishing. Okay, they've seen entire species come into existence and then go extinct. And this knowing of the Stone People is accessible to all of us through meditation, through study, through messages that come through to you in the form of synchronicities and dreams. It's accessible through your subconscious, right? And also it's not lost on me that the key word for Aquarius is I know, and then you have knowing here. So this tells me that you know everything that I'm telling you. You know it to be true. It probably sounds very familiar. In fact, as soon as I told you to get with reality, you probably were like, ugh, right? You didn't want to hear it because you know it's true. So also know this. Know that you can do this and that it's not that bad and that you're going to be okay. Know that you are powerful and strong and that happiness is within reach for you and that truly you can manifest whatever you want. You just have to be coming from a clean slate, pretty much. So now I'm going to draw a card from the Earth Power Oracle deck, and this is some kind of energy on the planet that you can tap into or take advantage of that can help you in this situation. And yours came out pretty quick. Glastonbury Tour. It says, magic flows through my life. I will heal. I have power and it is real. Spiritual power takes time to develop, and I find the right teachers when I am ready. Okay? Right? Just like what I was just saying. You are powerful. And you need to allow this magic to flow through your life. You need to recognize it and use it to, not just to benefit you, but to do better in the world, to help other people. Okay? But in order to recognize that, right, you have to bring yourself into the present and live in reality. You cannot lie to yourself about anything. If there's anyone that you can trust to tell you the truth and to love you unconditionally and to understand you, and to just be honest, it should be you. All right? Okay. Roots and Wings. Roots and Wings Oracle deck. Draw 2 cards from there for advice for you, or for anything else that the cards want to bring up that I haven't said yet. Do you have anything for Aquarius, please? potential. So first card I pulled for you. Potential, and it's a little bean sprouting roots and sprouting a little leaf there. So you have tons of potential. That's just waiting for you to tap in. This goes back to you being powerful, being able to manifest whatever the hell it is that you want, as long as you're honest with yourself. And as long as you are mentally present and there and ready to take advantage of energy as it comes to you, man. Because energy doesn't sit still. At the very least, it should not. Opportunities are sometimes fleeting. They don't wait forever. Okay? We have guarded, which makes perfect sense. Okay, that living in your own delusion is exactly how you guard yourself. And it's fair. It's fair to be guarded, especially when you've been hurt in the past. But I think there's a way to guard yourself while still opening yourself up to growth and to evolution, right? Then we have perseverance, which is just, confirming that you are strong, that you have the ability to make it through this, that you can do this. You got this in a bag, no problem. You've convinced yourself that you're not, but you are. And you have to let go of that idea of yourself that is broken and sad and needs to, can't handle their problems. You totally can. Okay, so the last two cards I'm going to pick, I say two, sometimes it's more, from the Divine Energy Oracle deck. This is straight up advice. Available to you. Okay. Seek hidden treasure. All right. When you're not living in reality, you don't see the bad. You also don't see the good. There's little Easter eggs waiting for you. So find. All right. You gotta dig for it. Whether that means digging deep into your shadow, okay, or whether it means becoming totally present in the moment and just being able to fully observe your environment. Seek hidden treasure. It's a mystery. What else do we have for Aquarius? Love yourself. What have I been saying? Unconditional love for yourself and forgiveness. It is imperative for all of us to grow and change. Ooh. Okay. Let go and enjoy. Right? Let go of that pain. Enjoy the moment. Do what you love. Okay, don't waste time. Don't waste energy or effort. Do the things that you love to do. Put your love into those things. And they will be very valuable. And I'll pull one more just for giggles. I said that, and so it gave me two. Of course. Of course. Focus on success. Believe that you can do it, okay? Believe as if you've already done it. And work. Work for it, okay? Work on yourself. Wake up call. Okay, so perhaps this fault line here, this situation, that's going to be your wake up call. Perhaps this reading, this card, is your wake up call. Whatever the case, you either have received it already or it's coming this week. And, it's best to have your ears and your eyes open to accept that wake-up call and allow it to motivate you and push you into better circumstances and a more healthier way of thinking and living. All right, Aquarius. That's it for your weekly reading, July 5th through the 11th. If it resonated and you enjoyed the reading, feel free to like the video, subscribe to my channel. I will upload regularly all the time. And if it didn't resonate, you might check out one of your other signs, your moon sign, your rising sign, your whatever sign, because you might find messages that are more for you there. Because, these are general readings, can't resonate with everybody. But if you did enjoy this, please come back and see us again, and take care.